Hey, it's Ahlia here, also known as Coach Ahlia, and I work with founders and CEOs, leaders and entrepreneurs, helping them do work they love and be more effective leaders. Now, one thing that I have found to be true across every leader I've ever worked with, including myself, is that we are really, really hard on ourselves and we beat ourselves up. And one thing that I know I've observed with both myself and my clients is that it's never productive. I have never seen a time when beating myself up has really made me a better person, a better leader, more effective, getting better results. I find that it just wastes time and drains energy. And so one way that I manage that and have my clients manage that is to involve other people when we notice ourselves spiraling into beating ourselves up. Because I don't think it'll actually ever go away for anyone that's ambitious and has a big vision and working towards something. There are likely going to be times when you're not hitting results the way that you want, or you know that you could have done something better. And for those of us that are leaders, often we're also lifelong learners and always wanting to continuously improve. And from that standpoint, there's always a way to do something better or more efficiently or effectively. And so there's always an opportunity to beat yourself up. And this is why I'm saying it's probably not ever going to go away. And so what's really important is that you develop some skill in managing that. Now, one way to do that is to speak to somebody else and share it with somebody else. I find that that is the fastest way to actually get out of that state of mind. Of course, if you have a coach, that's what I provide to my clients, is supporting them in going from this disempowered state into a more empowered state pretty quickly, and supporting them in really seeing things from a different perspective so that they can get back out there, feel energized, and start taking more effective actions, because certainly beating yourself up isn't really moving things forward. Another way to do that, if you're not working with a coach, is you can just call a friend. Oftentimes I'll either call one of my coaches or I will call a girlfriend, and sometimes I'm not really calling them to get support from them. I'm just calling them and I'm beating myself up, and without being prompted, they'll very naturally, pull me out of that state of mind, because they're coming from a different perspective and a more positive perspective oftentimes. And so that'll remind me that, right, beating myself up isn't really, getting me anywhere. It's not really supporting me in what I'm up to. And the sooner that I share that with somebody else, the sooner I can get out of that state of mind. That's definitely the fastest way to get out of it, because when you're in it, it's hard to see and it's hard to get out of. So I hope that supported you. One, I just want you to know that if you're a leader and you're beating yourself up, or if you're like me and you beat yourself up over beating yourself up, then you're not alone. And two, you don't have to be alone, and you don't actually have to get out of it alone either. I encourage you to either work with a coach or call a friend and use that lifeline to support you so that you can really be more productive, because as leaders, we don't have time to waste beating ourselves up and draining the energy that we have. We really need to leverage every ounce of energy that we have, and that's not a productive way to use it. So I hope this has been helpful. I'd love to hear from you. What are some ways that you support yourself when you're beating yourself up? And what will you do differently, as a result of this video, maybe that you haven't been doing before? So leave a comment below, and until I see you again, remember that you've got a genius, a brilliance within you, and when you discover and express that out there in the world, you're going to be most fulfilled, and you're going to be of greatest contribution to the world and those around you. So until I see you, lead with brilliance.